Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you?
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let him know. Watch out. Kill. Listen. Hey, yo.
Cousins now to throw on first down. And he'll be out right at the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. On 2nd down, Cook.
I remember the first time I saw Dalvin Cook play in college. I was watching him on TV, called a scouting friend of mine and said, "Who is this guy? He's special." And he said, "Dude, you're watching a home run hitter on the field."
Yeah, he was special in Tallahassee. Left Florida State their all-time leader in rushing yards and touchdowns.
Hey, Alpha.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's able to find Diggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 49-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The throw left side complete to Treadwell. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot, Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
You ain't doing nothing today. Watch twist.
They run it with a rookie from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 34-yard line.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. This is Jalen Richard, the 4th-year man from Southern Miss. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. This is the former Jet and Brown, Isaiah Crowell. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the Raiders' big money man, the free agent tackle Trent Brown. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Eric Kendricks, the Vikings' leading tackler a season ago, in on the stop.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but it must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
At their own 10-yard line.
And now out comes Minnesota. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, flicker. Hey, Ken. Check safety.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Cousins. It's caught by Treadwell. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cousins now. Flushed out right. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. The rookie first-rounder Jonathan Abram there to knock it away. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Cousins again. Open here, Adam Thielen. Oh, he slipped right by him. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead grows to 10-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At their own 41-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Hey, Haywood!
Following the interception, Cousins. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now this one complete on the slant route. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Cousins. Incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. To the air again, it's Cousins. He'll find Thielen working the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field, and now what he's trying to do.
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Bailey got the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Stephen Weatherly. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw his car. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Stephen Weatherly able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And now out comes Minnesota. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal on their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
On 2nd and 1, Cousins. Flush to his right. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, and his first carry of the game right there, he had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Hey, we're good. 5. 53's mine. Check, 53's mine. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Check 53. Come off the ball. Come on. Hey, flicker.
Second down, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Mike, 53.
3rd and long for Cousins. Open man, his feeler is complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here, a chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. Now Cousins, and he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Kirk Cousins, as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. That's fielded in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
9 seconds to play, likely the final snap of the first half as it's 1st and 10.
Under 10.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And we will skip the highlight show this week, get right back to this Week 3 matchup.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Carr gives to Richard. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Out to his left. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And this belongs to the Vikings. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Get ready.
Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 35-yard line. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Vincent Mayola. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
Switch.
Leave it, 48. Hey, seam 6.
To throw, Cousins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
Behind. Ready. Rhino. Yellow. Hey, orbit. Hot.
From the red zone now, Cousins. And Thielens got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings offense continues to pour it on. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21. From the gun, it's Carr. Now he's flushed, and now the ball's out. Carr lost it, fumble, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Second time he's lost a fumble. This one hurts more. It's returned for 6.
He's been under a lot of duress, hasn't he? Pressured, hurried, harassed the whole game.
Well, the offensive line not giving him a lot of help.
Not a lot of help, but the bottom line, he's got to take care of the football.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Down. You ready? 54. Mike 54. Get that quarterback at all costs.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Carr on the bootleg, rolling to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now a handoff to Rashard. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8.
Here we go again. Hey, 734. Bang, 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 bang. Hey, check.
Here we go on 4th down with Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr completes it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Raiders on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Carr to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Elsewhere, they have gone to the third quarter now in Dallas. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And the drive starts with a completion, left side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Cook. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Handoff comes to Cook. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Maurice Hurst drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This one from 35 yards away. Bailey's kick is good. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped just shy of the 25 with a penalty marker down. Here's the call. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag. But you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Carr. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game. And it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half, 1st and 10.
55's Mike, guys, 55. Hey, here we go. Tight down, there you go.
Shotgun now for Carr. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Stephen Weatherly able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Carr. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Throwing on first down is Carr. Incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Wilson snags it left side. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10. Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Hey, exit.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Good route here.
Watch the boot, watch the boot.
Gun.
Mike 50. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Throwing, Cousins. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Cousins able to connect with Treadwell for a Minnesota first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 41-yard
I hope you got your left because I'm about to take you to school.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
A loss of a yard. It's now 3rd and 13.
The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down.
Need some therapy after this.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Here's Matt Wild now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
Down. Raider 1. 180.
55. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Mike.
On first down, Carr. He's going to let it fly. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a play fake. Carr. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20.
One final try now for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr take him down.